The entertainment industry thrives on speculation, whispers of romance, and the undeniable chemistry between two people who seem destined to be together. But sometimes, reality is even more shocking than the rumors. For years, fans had watched the growing closeness between Yoona and Junho, their effortless connection on and off the screen fueling endless speculation. Were they just colleagues, close friends, or was there something more hidden beneath the surface? Neither of them had ever confirmed or denied anything, always smiling coyly when asked, skillfully evading questions with playful responses. But behind the cameras, away from the flashing lights and prying eyes, a secret had been carefully guarded. And now that secret was out. Yoona and Junho's wedding had been exposed. The shocking revelation. It began with a single leaked photo. A blurred but unmistakable image of Yoona in a white dress, standing next to Junho, who looked dashing in a tailored suit. The setting wasn't a grand stage or a film set. It was intimate, private, and undeniably real. Within minutes, the internet erupted. Speculation turned into certainty. Yoona and Junho were married. News outlets scrambled to confirm the authenticity of the image, while social media buzzed with theories. Was it a recent event? A past ceremony that had been kept under wraps? How had they managed to keep it hidden for so long? But the real question lingered. How did it get out now? The silent couple. As expected, neither Yoona nor Junho responded immediately. Calls to their agencies were met with vague statements about respecting their artists' private lives. But the lack of outright denial only added fuel to the fire. People scoured their past interactions for clues they might have missed. The stolen glances, the small gestures of affection, the way they always seemed to understand each other without words. Had the truth been in front of everyone all along? Then, just as the speculation reached its peak, another bombshell dropped. A second photo. This time, there was no doubt. It was a wedding. Yoona, radiant in an elegant white gown, standing before Junho, his hands gently cradling hers. The intimacy of the moment, the raw emotion in their eyes. This wasn't just an event for the cameras. It was real. The truth could no longer be hidden. How they kept it a secret. With the revelation out in the open, the biggest question remained. How had they managed to keep it hidden for so long? Insiders began to speak, revealing snippets of information that painted a picture of a love story carefully shielded from the public eye. Their relationship had reportedly blossomed quietly, away from the pressures of the industry. They had always been close, supporting each other through the highs and lows of their careers. But somewhere along the way, friendship had deepened into something more. And when they finally decided to take the next step, they knew they had to be careful. The wedding had been a small, private affair. No grand announcements, no lavish displays, just the two of them surrounded by a handful of trusted loved ones. A love story written not in headlines, but in quiet moments. But even the best-kept secrets don't stay hidden forever. The aftermath of the reveal. As the truth settled in, reactions poured in from all corners. Some were overjoyed, celebrating the revelation as long-awaited confirmation of a love story that had been years in the making. Others were stunned, struggling to process the fact that two of the biggest stars in the industry had managed to keep something so monumental under wraps. And then there were those who questioned everything. Why the secrecy? Why now? Was the leak intentional, or had someone betrayed their trust? Speculation aside, one thing was certain. Yoona and Junho could no longer hide. And so, the world waited for their response. The first public appearance. Days passed with no statement, no confirmation, no denial. Then, unexpectedly, Yoona and Junho were spotted together in public for the first time since the wedding rumors exploded. It wasn't a grand event or a press conference, just a quiet evening out. But the moment they were seen walking side by side, everything changed. The way Junho instinctively reached for Yoona's hand, the small, knowing smiles they exchanged, it was all the confirmation anyone needed. No words were necessary. The truth was right there. They were together. They always had been. And now the world knew it. A love story unfolding. With their secret exposed, the dynamic shifted. No longer confined to stolen moments behind the scenes, Yoona and Junho's relationship became something tangible, something undeniable. And while they still chose to keep much of their personal life private, they no longer hid from it. In interviews, there were soft smiles when their names were mentioned together. In public appearances, there were subtle gestures that spoke louder than any words ever could. They had spent years protecting their love. Now they could finally live it. The final confirmation. When they finally addressed the rumors, it wasn't through a grand statement or a staged event. It was simple. A single post, shared on both their social media accounts. A black and white photo. Yoona's hand resting gently on Junho's, their wedding rings catching the light. No caption. No explanation. Just love. And with that, the truth was no longer just speculation. It was real. Yoona and Junho were married. And the world finally knew the truth everyone had been waiting for.